Coalition Government of India, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu, and Nupendra Rao, Hideki Horichi, and Mr. And distinguished guests. I feel it privileged, and I'm sometimes hesitate. I would have been very happy sitting like you and listening to Honorable Minister, because it is always pleasure to see him, watch him, talk him in the TV or radio or in the audience. Sitting beside him and attempting to talk is a generally futile exercise. I know, sir, sorry sir for that. But I had the opportunity because Dr. Chakravarti requested me that I should also speak. Later on, I am chairing a session actually. I'll spend more time with you. And it is very difficult. He is an encyclopedia, union minister, global view he has, and he has a gully view, everything. So we should give more time to him. And I personally enjoy listening to him. Therefore, I decided to listen to him, later talk to him. Thank you. Next, sir, I have been in this urban sector almost for 6-7 years, sir, in various capacities. Under DFID, Department for International Development, they had a program called AP Urban Services for Poor. I was the reform head then, 2-3 years I was done. Personally, I am very passionate about the reforms, and in urban areas, especially solid waste management, and recognizing our passion. I am really not the champion, but last year, in Satyameva Jayate, Amir Khan called me, and he said, I asked, when TV people call, generally they insult the officers. Are you calling me to do so at the national level? He said, no, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari we have seen. You are the only passionate man in the government, therefore we are inviting you to appreciate. Then I made sure that he will appreciate, and he only appreciated me. Then I still said I am not the champion. He also said, but there is no better or worse champion, you are the only person we got, therefore we got you. So those who are interested in knowing 360 degrees about solid waste management, what at household level one has to do, what PH worker has to do, and what industry has to do, what the government has to do, what the ULB has to do, and with little eccentricities here and there, because they included NGOs, they included activists, they included government officers, they included industry, scientists, everybody, household and wife, and then housewife, and also the PH worker. It is a very good 360-degree assessment of what is happening, what can happen in Indian context. I request you all to see that. In YouTube it is available. 30 lakh people in the world have already seen it. March 15th, Satyameva Jayate, if you just go to the YouTube and do it. In fact, sir, way back in 2002-2003, Suryapet was the first. Supreme Court also recognized that the segregation was done for the first time. But point, sir, any innovation, it is not sustainable in India. The moment the minister is there, the moment the commissioner is there, the moment collector is there, it is there. The moment they get transferred, it is gone. So the difficult challenge in Indian context is how to make any good practice sustainable. So then Sudhakar PVC pipes, they donated twin bins. 2 bins were given, green and red. Green for wet and red for dry. So 2-3 years, the segregation was there. After 4-5 years, accidentally I was reform director. I wanted to know what is happening in Suryapet. I was going to come home, en route I stopped at Suryapet, sir. Then I knocked at door, a woman came out and asked, show me the dust where you are throwing. So she brought the mixed waste in a broken bucket. I asked, is it Suryapet? Yes, it is Suryapet. So then you were actually segregating the waste, why are you putting together? Oh, that is, sir, when Khadar Sahib was there 3 years back, the bins were given, now bins are broken. Oh, do you have another broken bucket? I have, but why are you putting together? I am putting together because nobody told me. When 2 bins were given, we were putting in 2 bins. Now 2 bins are broken, I am putting in this. So point is, just merely spending some money and giving some bins, it is also not sustainable. Sometimes it happens. Along with that, she should have been taught, like why you have to segregate. What happens if you segregate? What happens if you don't segregate? Family members are segregating nowadays. Husband and wife, if you see in Europe and Australia and all the developed countries, 48 to 68% of the divorce rates are there. They are segregating there, but they are segregated. Waste also is segregated there. Here, waste is united, family, somehow family is united, but waste is also united here. Waste has to be segregated. I think those who know Telugu would have understood. What did you understand? 2 things. Whenever you telephone to municipal employees, generally, first call they will not lift. So So one unresponsiveness generally, because so many people telephone them, they don't want to lift it. And the second, when they can't lift, this says, chetta chetta kaadu. Waste is not a waste. If it is used properly, చెత్తను సద్వినియోగపరిస్తే, if it is used properly, and it will become a wealth. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. And let us wage a war on waste. So this caller tune is there on 10,000 employees phones in United Andhra Pradesh. I was director then, and now also I think they are continuing in Telangana, and all the municipal employees, whomever you telephone, certainly they may not lift immediately, but this message you will get. So it is a good education. Last 3-4 years we have been trying to do. Then, sir, in fact, in Saluru, when I was director for United Andhra Pradesh also, the municipal commissioner there, I am talking about passion and sustainability. It is not that knowledge is not there. Everybody now knows, because internet, if you open, what is happening in French, what is happening in Germany, what is happening in London, what is happening in Suryapet, what is happening in Siddipet, what is happening in Salur, what can happen. Knowledge is okay now. Olden days, knowledge was the problem, but now knowledge is there. How to translate into the action. So mere ideation without execution leads to delusion. So we all of us are very idealistic, but who has to build the cat? Who has to implement it? So then in Salur, he converted, the municipal commissioner converted, in fact by the direction given by the government and me, in one year, the dump yard into a sort of resource park, and so much so that he conducted his daughter's marriage there, and it entered into Limca book of records, and it was published in Telegraph paper in Calcutta, and no paper, regional paper, acknowledged it. And sorry to say that, because it may be our mistake, or the newspapers thought it is only చెత్త వివాహానికి హాజరైన ప్రముఖులు అని డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ పేపర్లో ఒక సెంటెన్స్ రాశారు, చెత్త వివాహం అని రాశారు. అంటే ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సచ్ ఏ నైస్ నోబుల్ thing he has done. And then after that, sir, in at least in 10 municipalities with low cost model, like in Siddipet, sir, the dumping yard has been converted into resource park now. In Miryalguda, 90% we have done, and in Suryapeta, 90% we have done. In Jagital we have done, Sirisilla we have done, Thandur we have done, sir. If any one of the CI representatives are interested, we can go there. And how the dumping yards, like these conferences we are holding in the dumping yards, they are so good, we can dine there. Earlier, even municipal commissioner, chairperson or MLA, nobody used to go there. But now, the ML, not only the public representatives, self-help groups and poor people go there, hold their functions there in Thandur, etc. So our endeavor is, problem is, I am also very passionate, working for 3-4 years. Still, I could do only in 10 to 15% of the municipalities, that to 90-95%. It is so difficult, because to get the passionate people, leaders at that level, at cutting edge level. So wherever that person is there, now knowledge is there, support is there. Supreme Court said, National Green Tribunal said, first time Government of India also, Swachh Bharat mission. I think nowhere in no developing country, this type of mission under the leadership of, dynamic leadership of our Honorable Venkaiah Naidu Garu is there. So much support. Now Government of India said, you prepare DPRs, and some percentage of money will be given by the Government of India, and you also involve the public PPT, go for all models, and Swachh Bharat champions you make. So much of support is there, so much of legal framework is there, so much of need is there. Still, if it is not happening, means at every level we require champions. So then, sir, we have also involved ITC. They are collecting the dry waste, sir, in these 10 municipalities, and wet waste they are converting into manure. Dry waste they are collecting, they are generating some income. That income is passed on to the PH workers. That is also incentive, sir. And we have slum level federations and town level federations in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, very good networks. If CAA is interested as a corporate social responsibility, it can take up the training, sir, to this TLF and SLF. They can convert this manure, at least wet manure, because 60 to 70% of our municipal waste in many smaller municipalities is organic waste. It is not a waste actually. It is becoming waste and becoming nuisance because it is getting married with the inorganic. If we can separate these two, in fact, the CAA can take up this role. It is not a very, very costly one. And since we are heading the mission, we can also guide them. If they can put 2-3 people with us and a little bit funding, continuous basis, if they train our SLF and TLF, town level federation and slum level federation, it will become a sustainable. Otherwise, what happens today, we are starting, tomorrow it is ending, and in very few municipalities it is going. So some of the initiatives that we have taken, sir, caller tune I have shown, and every morning our municipal commissioners, most of them they are doing by lottery. They will go and inspect which PH worker is doing which household it is getting segregated, etc. And in every, now we have started, sir, every month in every municipality we will identify one Swachh Bharat champion. That Swachh Bharat champion means not Saina Nehwal type, very big people. PH worker, let it a housewife. If she is segregating religiously, we will call her a Swachh Bharat champion. If one is doing one, 100 are doing, 100 names we will put, sir. We will take out a lottery, and in this type of conferences, we will honor them. In any case, every month we are honoring one Swachh Telangana, a Swachh Bharat champion. And in first champion was Dharma Rao, chief engineer, sir. He devised a eco-scan toilet where it can be built with 12,000 rupees. Otherwise, it is generally 18 to 20,000 they have to spend. Government of India is giving 4,000 and the state government is giving 8. Within 12, we are able to complete this. So next month, we have declared our Siddipet Municipal Commissioner as champion of the Swachh Bharat champion. Like that, at state level, we are doing. At municipal level also, sir, they are identifying one worker every month and they are felicitating them to spread this message. Then, sir, on CSR responsibility, I told you, sir, and private-public partnership, waste to energy plants also we have two, sir. Here, I think at Government of India level, we are small people and small organizations, sir. They are not very successful so far. In Telangana, there are two. One is limping, one yet to start in Suryapet. And I do not know whether technology is inappropriate or their fund flow is bad or their tie-up with energy department is bad, we do not know. But right now, they are not able to function properly. So to make them I think Government of India, India's intervention is required rather than ours, sir. And we also held international conference last year, and we also held Clean City Championship in Warangal, and got HUD covered also, sir. And we are very passionate, and we will do our level best to make Hyderabad and Telangana the best, sir, under your leadership and guidance. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I will be sharing with you little more later.